In Dante's Footsteps tells the dramatic story of a young rebel, Thomas, who is trying to find his true path. But he is in for a hell of a ride, since he is torn about whether to follow the footsteps of his father and grandfather into the Episcopal ministry. His mother keeps urging him to do it. Complicating matters, after his father's death, his mother marries his local bishop, who urges him to go into the seminary too. It's a major struggle to decide what to do. Though he ends up studying in the seminary, he is soon fascinated by the writings of Dante. He is even drawn to a woman named Beatrice, just like Dante. While he becomes a priest, celebrated in a big ceremony, he soon resists the calling. He even ends up bucking the local board at his church, when he wants to help some teens put on a musical festival. But the board says no, the last straw. At last, he pulls away, feeling free but defrocked, with the words of his bishop, "You'll go to hell," ringing in his ears. His journey to find himself takes him to New York and to a job in insurance, a support group, and new friends, including a troubled young man who opted out of being a monk. Then his fascination with Dante leads him to a major turning point, a trip to Italy, where his journey leads him through a door down to Dante's hell. It is a dramatic journey, where he meets many characters out of Dante's Inferno, plus some new mystical beings. Then he faces the biggest challenge of all when he meets some crusaders he wants to include in a book he hopes to write about his journey. But since he's a defrocked priest, they put him on trial, with unexpected results. Finally, his journey takes him back to New York, where he is able to reconcile the past and his future. He even reconciles with his family and looks to a hopeful future, with his Beatrice back again. It's a story full of twists and turns, as well as some dark comedy, as this rebel with a cause seeks to find himself. Along the way, he fights against what he considers outmoded traditions and practices in his church. The book and film might be considered a coming-of-age story, although Thomas is already a young adult. But his struggles to find his self-identity are just as real. They become even more intense given that his search is set against his involvement in the church, his struggles in New York, and his journey down into hell. In Dante's Footsteps is based on the book of the same name, and is written by an author who experienced his own journey in the Episcopal Church.